Hi everyone, and welcome to our first lesson on Google Forms. So, if you've never created a Google form before, you go to your Google Drive, go over to your waffle, and you scroll down till you can hit more until you see Forms, and you click on that. Once you're here, you can see these are all my collection of Google Forms that I have, but I usually just do blank quiz. You can do an exit ticket or worksheet, but I just tend to do everything in quizzes, and it seems to work fine for me. So the very first thing you want to do is you want to name your quiz. So you might want to name it okay, and then unfortunately it doesn't copy it here, so you do have to do it twice. And the very first thing that I always do is I do first name, and then I put required. And I do first name, and then I go here. This tab right here is our duplicate, so you can duplicate it, and then I just go back in and type in last name. And the reason I like to do this is because I like to be able to sort when I get my information by last name of students. And that way, if there's a student with the same first name or last name, you have it. So you're in here, and you have your first, you've named it. That's always important, because otherwise you have a bunch of untitled Google Forms, and it makes it very hard to find which one you wanted. And then I'm just going to go over a few of the features that we have here for our first lesson. So over here is our tabs that we can add questions in different features. So the first one that's most important is add a question. So we're going to go ahead and add a question. It usually defaults to multiple choice, but it will change depending on what you type here to a short answer or paragraph. So you might say, what is your comfort level with Google Forms? Okay, and then you can either do see it pulled up linear scale, so you can do that. I tend to like multiple choice, so I'm going to go ahead with multiple choice and just put I have never used it before. I have used it once or twice. I use it all the time. Okay. And then again, I always like to make it required. You don't have to, but they can't submit this unless they answer this if you do required. If you want them to be able to skip a question, you can make it not required, and then they don't have to answer it. Okay, so we're going to add another question. What year is it? So we have, obviously, correct answers. 2018, 2019, 2020, and 2021. Let's hope 2021 is better than 2020. So we're going to go to our answer key here. So we click on answer key, and then obviously it is 2020. So we can put our point value as 1. You can make it as many as you want and do that, and then click done. I'm going to make it required, and then it will let me know. It'll automatically grade this and give the feedback to the students. So we might add another question. Okay, and obviously you could put in colors here, or you can take it and do short answer, and that way they could just put in whatever they wanted. You could make this required or not required. Okay.